Look, Namjoon, please don't hide anything from me. It's really important for me to know. You said joining your hands, literally begging him. He quickly hold your hand. What are you doing, Wayan? You don't have to do this. Because I will tell you everything about Jungkook and Mr. Lee's daughter. He said and sighed. You gave him a faint smile. He pointed you to sit on the couch. He also sat beside you. You were desperately looking at him to start. Her name is Clara. When me and Jungkook were in university, we were best friends, more like brothers. Jungkook was more popular. Girls were head over heels for him, but he was the heartthrob of our university. He didn't pay much attention to girls until one day, a student got transferred to our university, and that student was Clara. The moment she entered our class, Jungkook already fell in love with her. I know all this because he didn't hide anything from me. After that, he tried to be friends with her and he succeeded. They started to hang out, they started to spend time with each other. One day, I encouraged Jungkook to ask her for a date, and he did, and luckily she accepted it. From that, their life story began. They used to love each other very much. They were popular couples at our university. Even students used to like their relationship because they were a perfect couple. Both were good at everything and were beautiful and handsome too. In short, they were perfect. Their love was strong too. But, like some love stories, there is no happy ending. In their case, also there was no happy ending. He said with a sad face, you got desperate to know what happened next. What happened next? He looked at you, then looked down with a sigh. After our university, we passed with really good marks. We all were happy, especially Clara and Jungkook, because they wanted to get married with each other and wanted to be with each other till the end. Before Clara could tell anything to her parents, her dad told her to go back to abroad for her further studies, but she didn't listen. She told her father, Mr. Lee, that she doesn't want to go back. She wants to get married with the love of her life and live happily with him in here. Her father first agreed, but when he asked her who that guy was, and when she told him that it's Jungkook, then he was against their relationship. Because Clara was so rich and Jungkook was from a middle-class family. Mr. Lee locked her in a room and didn't let her go anywhere. Jungkook got so worried about her. Then her friend told us that her father is against a relationship and he locked Clara in her room. Jungkook told this to his mom. He had only his mom in his family because his father passed away when Jungkook was with me in my house. Mr. Lee met Jungkook's mother and told her that to tell Jungkook to stay away from his daughter, otherwise he will harm Jungkook. On that same day, when Mr. Lee was at Jungkook's house, me and Jungkook went to Clara's mansion. He sneaked into her bedroom and I was making sure no one saw us. When he entered her room through the window, she was sobbing alone and it totally broke his heart. Her eyes sparkled when she saw Jungkook after 1 week. They were sobbing in each other's embrace. Flashback. They started to sob in each other's embrace. After they calmed down, they looked at each other. I missed you so much, he said with teary eyes as he cupped her face. She leaned into his touch. I missed you too, she said as her tears flowed down her eyes. He wiped her tears and kissed her forehead. I can't see you like this, Clara, and I can't live without you. I want to live with you till my last breath. I want to spend my life with you, and only you. I can't bear this anymore. Let's run away from here. We will go where no one will disturb us, where we will spend our life with each other with love. Let's go from here, he said without even thinking twice, because Clara was so important to him. She looked down and sat on her bed and started to think. She finally looked at Jungkook, who was waiting for her answer. Sorry, Jungkook. I can't run away from here, she said. Jungkook's heart shattered into pieces. He quickly went and sat beside her and took her hands in his hands. Why, baby? Is there something bothering you? Is your dad threatening you? What happened, Dad? Tell me, we will solve everything, he said. She looked at him with tears. No, Jungkook, no one is forcing me. But I think even if we run away from here, my dad will definitely find us. He will definitely hurt you. It's better if we part away because I don't want to risk your life. She placed her hand on her mouth and started to sob badly. Jungkook was looking at her with hurt. He couldn't even believe what he heard. He loved her dearly, even though she too loved him dearly. But we can't go against Disney, right? That's how two lovers parted away from each other. Tears made their way out of your eyes. You couldn't believe that Jungkook went from this. He didn't got his first love. He got separated from the love of his life. This may feel something after hearing, but we can't imagine how they felt when they had to get separated. You couldn't imagine it. Namjoon also had tears in his eyes. After that, when we went home, we got to know that Jungkook's mom fainted and neighbors took her to hospital. We rushed towards the hospital. There his mom, laying on the hospital bed, waiting for her son. He badly started to sob in her embrace. He told her that Clara and he broke up and now they are not together anymore. Jungkook's mom also assured him that he did the right thing. Then out of nowhere, she told him that he's going to get married with his father's friend's daughter, which was you. Even though he broke up with Clara, didn't mean that his love for her died, because they both loved each other wholeheartedly. He was so shocked. He denied, but his mom forced him. But then too, he didn't accept this marriage. Suddenly, his mom held her heart and fainted. We immediately called the doctors. After they checked upon her, they told us that her heart is weak. If she hears any shocking news, then her heart will not be able to tolerate it and she can have a heart attack too. So after that, there was no option for Jungkook to accept this marriage proposal. That's how things changed. After that, I didn't talk with him about Clara. He never tried to contact her, nor she did. Maybe destiny wanted this, he said and wiped his tears. You really wanted to cry now so badly, but you controlled it. But why did you want to know about her? As far I know, Jungkook never told you about her then. He asked. You got nervous because you didn't want to tell him about Mr. Lee. You sighed and placed your hand on Namjoon's shoulder. Look, Namjoon, I trust you, but for now, I can't tell you this. Please don't ask me about it, and please don't tell this to Jungkook. I hope you will understand. You looked at him with hopes in your eyes. You know he will surely understand your situation and will help you too. Okay, Voyan, I will not ask you about it, and I will not tell anything to anyone. But please don't hide if you have any problems, because I'm always with you, he said with a warm smile. You hugged him and mumbled, Thank you. You bid goodbye to him and left his house. You drove your car to an open ground where there is no one. You stopped your car and opened the windows, letting a cold breeze hit your face. You started to recall everything which Namjoon told you about Clara and Jungkook. One by one, your tears started to fall from your eyes. The thought of Jungkook leaving you for his first love was tearing you apart. You know he loves you dearly and he loves his daughter more than anything. But Clara was his first love. There was a time when she was everything for him. He was even ready to leave his everything only for her. What if again, after seeing her in front of him after many years, will lead the memories to surround his mind? What if he again fell in love with her? What if he wants to have a new family with her? What if he leaves you and your daughter for her? These questions were breaking your soul. For his happiness, you will let go of him because he's your love, your everything, and his happiness matters for you. But what about your daughter? What will you tell her? That her dad left her mom for another woman? After all, she's daddy's princess, and she won't be able to live without her father. These thoughts surrounded your mind, and you started to sob badly.